Hello there, my name's Wayne, I am the Lone Headbanger. Welcome to this week's episode of me waffling on about things. So this week I'm not going to really have a theme, but I just do want to recap on what happened last week and also give out some thanks. So it is going to potentially be quite a positive version of my usual Wednesday night wafflings. For anyone who doesn't know, I essentially had a bit of a breakdown on Friday night. Things just got on top of me, and I had a complete meltdown. And then something else happened involving something from my past, dredged up a load of memories and a lot of feelings that I just couldn't cope with. I ended up doing a Facebook Live video, which I just erupted into tears, and it did actually sound like a goodbye, looking back at it. It wasn't a goodbye, it wasn't intended that way, but I suppose in some ways it kind of was in its own way. I rang a therapist, as I said I would, and I also had someone called an ambulance for me. I didn't call it, but someone did. And so I had an ambulance team with me for a little while. My head hasn't been right since. I've got headaches and like my eyes hurt like every day this week since it happened. My energy levels are at an all-time low. I mean, I've not really done anything today, and yet I've had to have a nap this afternoon. I'm just wondering whether that's meds, whether that's chronic fatigue, or whether it's just the after effects of what happened Friday. But it wasn't a good situation, confounded again by somebody else being less than nice on Sunday when I did a live stream on Saturday night and just talked to a few people and just said, this is what's going on, thank you. And then somebody put a nasty status up about it on Facebook. I wasn't named in it, but it was, fairly obvious that it was aimed at me. You might as well have tagged me in it. And the main point of tonight, really, is, as I said, is just to say thank you, because the support I received from that post was mind-blowing. I didn't know whether I'd done the right thing doing the live stream on Saturday, and I was thinking, well, is this person right? Because my self-confidence is so low at the moment, I wasn't sure if it was a good move. But the amount of people that mowed in and have said, you are doing a good thing, raising awareness, because that's why I do this. It helps me a little bit. It's a little bit, cathartic. Is that a word? It is now. And I've lost my train of thought. Yes, sorry. So it helps me, but also if I can help somebody, if I can make somebody understand that, if you are struggling with your head, then you're not alone. I'm not going to say it's a normal thing, because you shouldn't be struggling with your head, but you do, and it happens. And that's the whole point of these videos, to try and give people a realistic view of how it can affect you. People have been praising me, saying, well, you're very open about your mental health and your struggles. And I'm like, well, yes, that's probably due to the fact that I don't have much self-confidence and self-worth, so I don't mind putting myself out there. And being that, that point for people to see and go, oh, that's what it can look like. Because, as I said, a lot of people have seen the happy, smiley me. People who've worked with me or seen me at clubs or whatever. You've seen, one side of me. And it's, it's happy, smiley and sarcastic. But not many people have seen the other side. They haven't seen the sobbing, mess of a self-conscious, self-doubting person, and it's very Jekyll and Hyde, So, as I said, I just want to make people aware that that's what it can look like. But anyway, that's why I do this. As I said, for me as well, I suppose, because it does help me and it's something productive I can do, so it makes me feel better, which is no bad thing. We do what we can to survive. But as I said, I did really want to do some thanks. So, let me see here. So I want to give thanks to Sam Pritchard / Turner for our toddle around Kings Winford Park the other day. Really appreciated that. Sam's one of my oldest friends, and it was just nice to see her and go and have a walk. Same as my friend Rupinder on Saturday. Went for a walk around the woods. Really enjoyed that. Really needed the laugh and the company. And so thank you so much. And then there's other people. Laurie Hollis has been keeping an eye on me. Ria Naden has been talking to me, which is nice because she struggles as well. There's all these people. Joe Reynolds, good friend of mine. He's always the angel to my devil. So when I put that post up, he offered me a counter analysis, and that's, it's one of the things I admire him for, because he always makes me second guess myself and take a step back and think, am I doing the right thing here? So while I don't always listen to him, the insight is always greatly appreciated. So thank you very much for that. So, and Christy as well. You were all over the place on that one, and you were very much defensive. So thank you so much for diving in on that. So yeah, thank you guys, and like I said, thank you for everybody who showed their support, has sent nice messages. I'm sorry I haven't been particularly vocal in my replies, or I've just not been particularly social the last few days. Headaches and all the rest of it don't really help things. And I haven't got a lot to say apart from expressing my gratitude, and I haven't really got words for it in a lot of times. Another person I need to thank as well, I'm not going to name this person just in case they don't want to be, but the person who rang the ambulance on Friday. It's like I said, they may or may not have saved my life, but they may have. If I'd been that bad that I was ending things, then whoever made that call and the ambulance crew would have saved my life that night. I can't remember much about the night itself, so I can't think about my headspace a lot. But anyway, I've waffled on for longer than I intended, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll no doubt upload something a little bit more sensible, hopefully a bit less I don't know, depression fueled, maybe something a bit more positive, because that's what I need to get out there, really, some more positive vibes. So yeah, thank you guys. If you've got any questions, or if you want to contact me, then by all means do. I've got the Facebook, the Instagram, the YouTube channel. Comment on here if you want me to talk about anything in particular. That's what the kind of feedback I need. And with that, I will say that it's horrible out there. It's absolutely throwing it down, so I'm not going for a walk in that, because it's wet and cold and I'm exhausted. So with that, stay strong, stay safe, and I will see you next week.